Reverse diet, week 8, day 3. So I slept like a rock last night. Woke up and almost fell out of bed because my legs are just so sore from yesterday's workout. Um, it blows my mind that you can be lifting the same weights that you've been for a while, but just squeezing the muscle, holding the muscle just for an extra split second longer while you're, for instance, like you're doing like a lunge. Instead of just going into lunge, pushing back out, going into lunge and holding it for a split second and then pushing out of it. Just doing little things like that, it will be a total game changer in your workout, and you'll feel it the next day. So yeah, needless to say, my legs are super sore today. Had a really solid back and bicep workout this morning. I really focused on just using good form. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm saying this pretty much every day this week. But using good form, squeezing the muscle at the top of the movement, and then really focusing on the eccentric part of the motion. Like when I was doing pullovers, just really focusing on feeling the lats being activated as I'm pulling the weight over my head and then pulling the weight back over my head during that eccentric part of the motion. For doing pull-ups, like going all the way up and not rushing and just like kind of doing like swinging on the pull-up bar, like absolutely dead hang, pulling my chin over the bar, holding it for a split second at the top, and then feeling my lats and all my back muscles being activated as I'm coming back down. I'm not just dropping back down, and I'm going all the way down, full extension, no like coming halfway down or 2/3, 3/4 of the way down, slightly bend in the elbow. No, you got to go all the way up, come all the way down. Even if you need to come off the bar, which I did before I finished my 3 sets of 10 reps, it just came off for a little bit and then cranked out the last 2 or 3 numbers that I needed to do. You're much better off doing that than swinging on the pull-up bar and just getting your 10 reps and saying, yeah, I can do 10, but you're not fully activating the muscles. Again, you're better off doing maybe 6 out of the 10 using really good form, coming off the bar. Maybe you do 2 more clean ones, come off the bar, do another 2 more clean ones. You're gonna get much more activation of your back muscles and better growth and strength over time doing it that way than just swinging around like a monkey on the bar and just using your momentum to do all of the heavy lifting, no pun intended, for that. The biceps, I dropped the weights for all of them. So for my seated bicep curls, I dropped the weights by 5 pounds for all of them and really focused on squeezing the biceps on the way up and then really focused on the way down. And same thing, hammer curls, dropped it by 5 pounds for each set and was able to do each one of the sets without having to stop before I finished my last rep. And that was the first time I've done that in a very long time. I wasn't swinging my arms. I was using really good form. I felt a huge burn in my forearms doing it that way. And then after that, for my easy bar curl, I dropped it anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds for each set. And just really focused on, again, not swaying my body back and forth using momentum to lift the weight, but using my biceps to lift the weight because that's the muscle group I was targeting. My biceps and forearms hurt much more now. I can't remember the last time that they've been this sore. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing because it shows that even though I lighten the weight, I'm feeling it a lot more because I was focusing on that particular muscle group and I targeted it and I used good form and was really focusing on the eccentric motion while also focusing on squeezing that particular muscle. That just goes to show you do not need to be out there trying to do 40 and 50 pound bicep curls. Grab 10s, 15s, 20s. If you are doing the move correctly with good form, you're squeezing the muscle all the way up and then you're focusing on that eccentric part of the motion on the way down, you're going to see huge growth. More growth than trying to lift 2 to 3 times that weight using bad form, letting gravity help you out a little bit, and you're not really activating that muscle and those muscle fibers that you're really trying to target. So form is number 1. Squeezing that muscle is number 2. And then focusing on that eccentric part of the motion is number 3. You do those 3 things, you could be lifting 5 and 10 pound dumbbells for every body part. You're going to see some growth. So there you go. Please keep it locked in here on my channel and like and subscribe and continue to follow along with me as I now go through this reverse diet following my ketogenic bodybuilding prep. And I'll see you all tomorrow.